Got our crossbow on us. Let's just see what that does. Do we just left click? Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay. Jeez. Hello and welcome. We're playing Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is a game I've been looking forward to playing for quite a while. Now seemed like a good time to do it. I've played other games like Baldur's Gate 2 and the Divinity games. I enjoy this type of game. It's the kind of game you can grab a cup of coffee, which I have right now next to me, and really dig into it and learn, try to figure out how things work, build a good party, good character, and enjoy the story. And so we're gonna jump in and try to learn this game and see what happens. I've done a little bit of research, reading, watching some guides, to try to figure out kind of what I want to do, how I want to get started, the character I want to use, so that I don't have to spend a ton of time here looking at that. As far as difficulty, I think we're going to try challenging. That may be more than I can handle. We will see what happens. The one thing I'm going to change is to allow respecking of our character. At least according to the tooltip here, it says we'll meet an NPC that will allow us to do that. Since I don't know exactly what I'm getting into, I want to have that option if we decide that things just aren't working or aren't optimal and want to try something different. We can do that without having to completely start over. Otherwise, I think we'll leave this. The one thing that I may change eventually is to only allow active companions to receive experience. I typically like to kind of find my party and stick with them. So if we're not going to be changing characters in and out, then I think it makes sense to just give the XP to our companions that we're using. But we'll kind of see what happens there and wait until we figure out who we want to have in our party. The last Aslanti mode is intriguing to me, coming from playing XCOM, Impossible, Iron Man mode, but we won't be doing that. Maybe someday, in another playthrough. We're going to make a custom character, and I actually created my own artwork for our character. This is going to be our Sorcerer. He's a human, male. And let's see, I looked at this a little bit. I think we want not the snarling face, and not the sad face. Yeah, this one. And let's go with this hairstyle, beard, and I think that's our hair color. I think that's it here. So for our class, I think I said I'm going to go Sorcerer. I think that sounds interesting. I like well, I like playing melee characters, but I also like doing the magic thing sometimes. So I think it sounds fun. We can be sort of a damage dealer, controller. From what I've kind of found and read, it sounds like sort of crowd control, maybe kind of the optimal kind of role for the sorcerer, but we'll see. We're going to go into the Undead Bloodline. The taint of the grave runs through our family. Perhaps one of your ancestors became a powerful lich or vampire, or maybe you were born dead before suddenly returning to life. Either way, the forces of death move through you and touch your every action. You can call upon the foul powers of the afterlife. Unfortunately, the more you draw upon them, the closer you come to joining them. Bonus feats of the Undead Bloodline are combat casting, great fortitude, iron will, skill focus, lore religion, spell focus, greater spell focus, toughness, and die hard. Now we'll kind of be learning what feats are and how those work. I'm going into this pretty blind, other than just kind of looking at some sort of general tips, I guess, for getting started, and having played some of the kind of D&D style games like Baldur's Gate. But otherwise, I don't really know what I'm getting into. Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2, I've played those, so I guess I have some idea of the sort of the mechanism of the way things generally work, but we're going to be learning. It looks like we start with these skills. These are our class skills, and then we also have spells. So our points allocation, we definitely want charisma. That's going to be our main source of damage, I guess, for magic. And our also gives us points then toward persuasion, which should help in our conversations, I think. But charisma reflects our personality, our ability to lead, and our appearance. That's the most important ability for sorcerers. So we're going to take the racial bonus for human in charisma, and then max this out. I think we can go up to 20. And then we're going to take Constitution as high as we can go with that. We're going to drop Intelligence and Wisdom and Strength so that we can bring up our Constitution further. And then I think we can go a couple in Dex. I guess I don't think that point really does anything for us there, since we don't get to the next break point. But the dexterity helps our armor class. So, provided that we are able to react to the attack, the dexterity modifier applies to ranged attacks with bows, crossbows, axes, and ranged spells. But it says dexterity is useful for characters who wear light or medium armor or no armor, which will be us. And then we'll take persuasion here. And I was thinking about whether use magic device makes sense. That's what I was leaning toward, but I don't know if like maybe the lore or knowledge would make sense too. I don't feel like the religion one kind of fits our role playing, but maybe the knowledge arcana to be able to identify magic items and monsters. We already have 5 in use magic device just from our charisma, I guess. Yeah. I think I'm going to bring that up. If we go on here, that takes it to 9. I think I want to say that we have some knowledge about magic stuff. Okay. So then our abilities. We're going to take spell focus. And since we're kind of doing the undead thing, I think we're going to go into necromancy. And we're going to take greater spell focus in that. And then we're going to take spell focus in evocation. I think that's like the things like burning hands, some of those kind of damage spells. Yeah, so then we can pick a couple spells to start with. So I think burning hands would be a good one to take. And then I was thinking the Ray of Sickening or Enfeeblement. That's the one. It halves take a penalty strength. So we can hopefully kind of weaken some of the enemies that we're fighting. Okay, and our voice.
Their life ends here. Burn, slice, behead.
Our time has come.
I think I was thinking about...
Strike as one.
No.
Let us be off. We cannot be defeated.
This one, maybe? Brave?
A solid plan.
Bloodline!
Let's hear you cry.
We
No.
will be victorious.
Pragmatic.
I'll go ahead.
No.
Combat is adjourned.
No.
No, don't care.
No.
I won't give up.
I think brave.
This is my path.
Yeah. That's it. Birthday. Now I did see that this actually is important at some point in the game, or plays into something. Not going to use my actual birthday, but let's go 25th of the second month. And our name, I wonder if this is a first name or a full name. Let's do this. Modus Deo. Okay, and then our alignment. I'm thinking either chaotic neutral or chaotic good. I think for a sorcerer, I think kind of the lines between good and evil are a little bit blurred, especially for our undead bloodline. We're gonna be chaotic neutral. All right.
You're done for.
Let's see. The only thing we didn't fix the colors on our outfit. We need to do that. Is that? I think that was here. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Forwards.
And I haven't. There's a lot here. We'll figure all this out eventually. Our initiative, we get a +1 bonus to that with dexterity. We are going to be doing turn-based, not real-time with pause. But I think this affects who goes, or what order we go. Yeah, the higher the result, the earlier you can act. Combat maneuvers. We will have to figure those out. We have simple weapon proficiency. So I guess we'll find out what kinds of weapons those are. I'm assuming those are kind of your basics. Daggers, maybe. We won't be using too many weapons, I imagine. Okay. That part is complete, I believe. I'm excited to see what this story is like.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
Where are they? This is taking forever! It didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
That's Amiri.
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Eldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
The Eldori Sword Lords. This part of Brevoy. Brevoy is a relatively young nation, having only existed since 4499 AR. I wonder what AR stands for. The history of Brevoy before this time is the history of two often warring nations, Isia and Rostland. The coming of Coral the Conqueror changed all this. After securing the defeat and surrender of the two nations, Coral christened his family House Rogarvia. Its rule ended with the mysterious disappearance of every member of House Rogarvia in 4699 AR, leaving Brevoy in a precarious political position. And the Eldori Sword Lords arose when famed swordsman Baron Syrian Eldori agreed to train a select group of pupils in his dueling techniques. They ruled Rostland for generations, each as prickly and impulsive as the Order's founder. Though they are considered some of the finest sword fighters in the Inner Sea region, they are also obsessed with personal standing and honor. So is Arturio a member of the Eldori? Or he's just another one of us here?
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
That's Lindsay.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Eldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Salimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
Jamandi. Rostov is one of the two largest cities in the fertile region of Rostland in southern Brevoy. Lord Mayor Yosef Salimius leads the city, which is a trade and cultural center that borders the river kingdoms, the Shriek River and the Stolen Lands. As the birthplace of the Eldori dueling style, the city boasts several Eldori and Taldan dueling schools, which has led to the city being a favored place for young nobles to practice dueling championships. Most prominent among them is the Eldori Academy, widely regarded as the region's finest war college. That's Jamandi.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder.
South of here, beyond the border, Stolen Lands are an almost wholly unsettled region in the northeastern section of the River Kingdoms, bordering the nation of Brevoy and serving as a buffer between Brevoy and the River Kingdoms. Traditionally, the haunt of bandits and monstrous humanoids, the Stolen Lands are regarded as stolen by all nations along their border, even though none have ever been able to keep these realms under their control for long. So everyone wants control over these lands, but nobody can keep it. They want one of us to take control and become the Baron.
Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
The Stag Lord. It's not clear as day. Well, yeah, why not just recognize this
That's a good point.
Stag Lord?
As I see it, this Stag Lord already holds power over the region with confidence. Many noble bloodlines were started by bandits who just got lucky, weren't they?
That's Jathal.
Perhaps because we do have standards to maintain. This room has seen many celebrations of adventurers, and even those who just got lucky. But giving a noble title to a bandit lord? That's one thing that's never happened here, and it won't while I still breathe.
So the Stag Lord's not good enough for them, but apparently they think one of us will be. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of us. Who's going to get the title?
I will, of course. I'm the leader of this team, after all. Don't worry, though. I'll make it worth your while to help me.
Who made you leader?
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title when we'll most likely lose our lives there.
Fair point.
If I may please answer the question. We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title. Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule.
So they're wanting us to work together to take over this land and then decide who's going to lead. What do you get out of it?
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around or whatever it is you do.
Well, I could say I already don't like you, Tartuccio.
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
Noticing you've heard her comment, she winks at you coyly. Tiefling. Is that like a kind of a halfling? I don't know if we go by her portrait. Huh. Well, okay, what are the rewards like?
And what reward would you seek beyond a noble title and your own lands?
Well, I don't know.
We'll absorb the costs of preparing and equipping your expeditions. Once you return victorious, Restov will also allocate you a significant sum to provide financial support for you to establish your country. Essentially, we'll help you build your capital I hope such a reward is satisfactory.
Words, words, words. Significant, financial. I can't fill my belly with pretty words.
Yeah, I'm liking her.
Of course. There will also be an official banquet held in your honor. All of Rostov's high society will gather to celebrate your feat.
Now you're talking.
So she just wants some glory. Well, okay, I guess it's clear now.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Rostov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson?
Yeah, what do you want from me?
Nothing weird, don't worry. I just wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
He's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
Well, I don't know. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Yeah, I'm not a hero, just a mercenary.
What are you a mercenary for? Is it only riches? Or maybe you want glory, too? Don't you want your feats to be remembered and glorified for centuries? Just listen. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly?
Good question.
And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
Well, yeah, what about the barbarian?
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. You can tell she could tear a bear's head off with her bare hands, but she kind of scares me just a little. But, I mean, her sword's twice as big as I am. She could cut me down without even noticing. Just think on it a bit, all right? I'm sure you'll agree. All right, I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
Okay. All right. First step on the road to glory. Leave the hall. My quill takes its first sip from the ink pot and scripts, or rather scribbles, the first lines of the book about the travels, adventures, and victories that lie ahead. The book that will extol both its hero and me, its author, Lindsay. The note to self, when I come up with a fancy nickname, add it here. I'm writing this in the banquet hall where Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori has just finished telling us about the mission that lies before us. Tomorrow at dawn, our team will set off to the Stolen Lands in order to accomplish glorious feats. This is where my book begins, and the gods themselves can't say what will happen next. We have a long road ahead of us, but we will need to get a good night's sleep. Fortunately, Lady Jamandi has graciously given us each a bedroom in her mansion. I have to admit, I am so excited that I won't be able to even close my eyes. Fortunately, I had a chance to talk with the future hero of my book. I think Modus Deo is just the person I was looking for. So she's kind of our narrator here. Keeper of the diary. I did do some looking over the encyclopedia. The only thing I didn't go through the whole bestiary. I thought maybe as I encounter enemies, we can look them up there. I'm interested to see how the kingdom building aspect of this goes. Sounds like it's a pretty important part of the game. Kind of reminds me of the base building in XCOM, but we'll see if we can manage that. What is meta magic? You have no meta magic feats. So we're level 1, and our spells are level 1, I guess, or spell penetration. Concentration of 6. Okay. Inventory. Oh, we've got a crossbow and a dagger and some torches. Oh, and we have some scrolls equipped. Scroll of mage armor. That might be useful. Couple of magic missiles and ear-piercing scream. Let's see. You unleash a powerful scream, inaudible to all but a single target. The target is dazed for 1 round and takes 1d6 points of sonic damage per 2 caster levels. Successful save negates the daze effects and halves the damage. Okay. Okay. Let's see, I'm wondering if I can... Yeah, let's save. We have an auto save. Okay. So can we talk to some people here? Figure out our movement. So left click, right. Okay, right click is like a directional. Tomorrow our glorious journey begins. Are you ready? I hope so. I don't need layabouts on my team. Keep saying it's your team. Can we talk to Amiri? She's just going to keep walking. This is just a no-name adventurer. Jathal?
No stopping now.
Can we talk to this guy? No. Press and hold the middle mouse button. Okay. That's handy. If I need to have my coffee in my other hand, I can use the mouse. The journal said to leave the hall, so I don't know if there's anything else we can do here. Can we talk to these people? Doesn't appear that way. Okay. Oh. Her face is smeared with soot. Oh, I thought that said snot when I first looked at it. She holds a weapon in her hands. What's going on?
The mansion's under attack. We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
That was quite the scream. Oh, we've got enemies. Enemy. Let's see. We're doing turn-based. I think I said it that way. Dice rolls. Most common die is 20 side, used for both checks and attacks. Initiative. Initiative check. Higher initiative. Earlier character can act. Attack roll. Characters attempt to strike an opponent. Dependent on wielded weapons, abilities, etc. The attack succeeds if the result of an attack roll equals or exceeds the target's armor class. The amount of damage dealt in the case of successful attack depends on the weapon stats and other factors such as buff spells. Attack roll results and damage numbers can be found in the combat log. Okay. Higher a character's armor class, the more difficult it is to successfully attack them. Okay.
Charge!
Okay, turn-based combat. Act in turns. Orders determined by initiative check. And they're queued up based on initiative. You can delay your turn. Okay. Take a single standard action, a single move action, a single swift action, and an unlimited number of free actions. I'll take 6 seconds of real time. Move action is movement, drinking a potion, standard attack for attacks, spell casting, or more movement. Swift action for activating special class abilities. Or other combinations are possible. Okay. Full round actions, which consume all our actions. Surprise round. Okay. Move action. Change a weapon, drink a potion. Standard action, most combat activities, attacks, magic, spells. Full round action. To move double distance. Or to make a full attack. So that must be based on certain abilities. Okay. 5-foot step. Character can move 5 feet without triggering attacks of opportunity. cannot take both a 5-foot step and make a regular movement in the same round. Hold left shift to use the 5-foot step instead of a standard move action. Free and swift actions are used to activate special abilities such as Smite Evil, Judgment, a touch attack after casting a spell, and others. Hold control to ignore enemies and other objects under the cursor. Okay. That takes off like snapping. Yeah, we saw that and then we couldn't do anything about it. Maybe it took too long in here. Okay, there we go. Huh. All right. So can we... I just want to... If we
can do it.
Right click, we can't right click on him, but... We hover here. Not inspected. We just don't know anything about him. Okay, so our level 0 spells we can cast as many times as we want, and then each of these have... So we have 5 of those and 8 of Grave Touch. Causes them to become shaken. And then we have our Enfeeblement and Burning Hands. Let's see, the Acid Splash. Ray of Frost. Let's just see what happens with that. We missed. Did he already... I guess he hit us again already. Oh, we have to end our turn. Press space to end turn. Okay. Oh, let's try some Burning Hands. Okay, so yeah, control lets us move that more precisely, or it snaps to him. Nice. Okay. Got our crossbow on us. Let's just see what that does. Do we just left click?
With all your might.
Oh, nice. Okay. Jeez. You can interact with various objects, such as dead bodies. Interactive objects highlighted with blue. Okay. Is there anything left in your rib cage there? We got a chain shirt, which I don't think we can even wear. A dagger. I think we already have a dagger. I think we do need to be conscious of how much weight we're carrying. I don't know if it's worth picking up things like this that we can sell. Guess we'll go ahead and pick them up for now. I didn't see if there was a way to like highlight interactive objects. Let's see, it's F5 or quick save? Yeah. Lindsay's journal has our current quests and tasks. Press J to open the journal. I didn't manage to get any sleep, but it wasn't due to my excitement. In the middle of the night, the mansion was attacked by some cutthroats who came out of nowhere. Blood and screams everywhere. It was terrible. I had no idea what was going on, but Modus Deo was in the room next door. So I decided we had to team up or they'd cut us down one by one. We can go into this room. She said to follow her. I guess we'll follow her. No, they've got the little jerk. Tartuccio.
We cannot be defeated.
So we've got Lindsay with us now. What's the skull there? That just says they're an enemy. I wanted to see. Oh, yeah. What's flat-footed? Character is not yet active during combat, or they cannot properly see an opponent. Is flat-footed. Unable to react normally. Flat-footed character loses dexterity bonus to AC and combat maneuver defense, and does not make attacks of opportunity. Okay. Our crossbow did pretty well in that last fight. Are we in range? Looks like it. Let's just do that.
We won't falter.
Whoa. Okay. We hit the wall up there. Okay. So now, let's see. It's Grave Touch. That's just a one. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we can hit with our burning hands. Yeah. Nice. And then let's, I don't know, let's move up over here a little bit.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory.
All right, buddy. Guess we're glad we helped you out.
Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the Stolen Lands. Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
Who says we're just going to be trying to defend you? But he gave us a ring. Acquired a ring. Open your inventory, pressing I. Okay. Oh yeah, we've got these spells in our backpack. Double click an item or drag it. Hover your mouse cursor to see a tooltip. You need proficiency for some things. Okay. Here's the ring. We can double click. Okay. And we have this chain shirt, which the red must mean we can't wear it. adds. Maybe we could wear it, but we wouldn't be able to cast anything. Oh, we've got 2 party members now. Okay. Well, let's take a look at them. Can we?
And Lindsay was called forth.
She's a chaotic good bard. She's got some stealth. Okay, it shows our party there. She has the arcane knowledge and world knowledge. I'm Lindsay, the author of the book. You, my dear reader, hold in your hands. I once studied at the Academy of the Arts in Pitax, but I decided that a real bard doesn't just belong within the suffocating walls of some school. Instead, set off to find a hero, one worthy of being praised throughout the ages. And that's how she stumbled on us. Okay. So she has some special abilities. Charge. We'll kind of figure these out as we go. Bard is proficient with all simple weapons, plus longsword, rapier, short sword, short bow. So she can buff us a little bit. Morale bonus. Okay. She has ear-piercing scream. Target's dazed, and she has a heal. Okay. Then let's look at Tartuccio. He's a sorcerer. Also has burning hands, magic missile. Okay. Let's look at his. Tartuccio is a powerful sorcerer who can burn an enemy to a crisp with a flick of his finger. Unfortunately, his power is matched only by his arrogance. Yeah, we learned that. I wonder why is power always given to such self-satisfied people. He has some stealth too. And persuasion and use magic device. Okay. As of now, I don't really see either of them being in our party. Maybe her for the heals. Oh.
Adventures await.
We have to select everyone to move. Save it. We want to look around in here any? Okay. Some gold coins. Ring. We've got enemies. Let's do a little more looking around. So we can kind of maybe sneak up on them a bit there as opposed to going through the door. Did we loot these guys? They had some daggers. Now let's leave those. What about this guy? Incense. Luxury item. This was somebody else's room, I guess. curse of ancient Eobaria. Tell us, O teacher, why would Brevoy call us barbarians in the books you give us? The gods become angry with our homeland, my son. This land has devoured so many great empires, as if it was unwilling to bear life. There are centuries-old ruins around our settlement. They were ravaged by a star that fell from the sky. The kingdom of the Cyclops was the first victim of its curse. New settlers claimed this land 10 centuries later to establish a beautiful country named Eobara, or Geobara, which stretched from the Lake of Mists and Veils to the Castrovan Sea. But the curse still lay upon these lands, and trouble came once again. Our ancestors suffered numerous maladies: the tear plague, the char death, the choking death, one after another, leaving only pain behind. People say that Otib, the necromancer, was to blame. But who knows? A great civilization was turned to dust. This is why I'm teaching you. Brevoy shouldn't make fun of you or call you barbarians. Some gold and a map of Avestan. Okay. What about this room back here? Try to remember to save before we go into a new area.
What troubles you?
You have some stealth. How do we use stealth? Don't see it there. Here we go.
Their sight betrays them.
Go check this out for us. Anything in here? A bow, longbow. Bloodstone. Some more gold. Okay. Guess that guy's.
And so they walked on.
She's whispering. She's kind of cute. Okay.
It is done.
She's still in stealth. Let's come back over here and set up.
Anything is possible.
I just want to see.
Their sight betrays them.
Does it show like their range of vision? When we get close?
Dare to attack me?
Huh. Okay, they can cast spells. Wizard spells are prepared in advance. Bards and sorcerers can use theirs several times per day. Okay. Attacks of opportunity. Tactical mode. I didn't mean for her to just go in there and get hammered right away. Let's get her out of there. Does she have any? Oh, we didn't. We have to equip. I don't think we have any like potions or anything. But she does have her Cure Light Wounds. Let's use that on yourself. Okay. I'm gonna have to see about the stealth. It didn't show us, like... I mean, they obviously saw her, even though she was in stealth. So he's got real similar spells to what we've got. I don't know how, like, are we going to be blocking his magic missile attacks? He's also got the crossbow. Let's come over here. Wonder why that one's like highlighted. Is that like a recommendation? Let's go and try that. Jeez. All right, well, let's see if we can do some. I'd like to get both of them though. Is he gonna get an attack of opportunity on us if we try to move?
Forwards!
Let's try the enfeeblement on him. Missed. Let's move back then. I don't know if we need to be facing, if that matters. Oh yeah, we've got... How do we access those scrolls that we have? Those in here. That's our spell book. Abilities. Okay. Belt. That's where those are. We have that mage armor. Okay. Okay, Lindsay. Let's see. Inspire courage. Daze. Who's going next here? He's going next. It would be kind of nice if we could daze him. Let's see if we can. So he's saved on that. Let's move back. All right, Tartuccio. Does he have his ability? Defensively, treat affliction. Oh, what's this? Grow claws. Grow claws is a free action. These claws are treated as natural weapons. Make 2 claw attacks. Acrobatics. Move through a threatened square without provoking attack of opportunity. Okay. Let's have you try some magic missiles. Why that one? Huh. Not sure what that means. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Magic missile. That did a little bit. Okay, now you come back here to. Ouch, man. Let's just try the crossbow on him.
We can do it.
Nice. Man, if he gets hit again though, we're in trouble. That bowman's going, both of them are bowmen. I guess we can try to move out of range, or let's see, let's do this. So can she see him from there? I guess they're shooting at her, even though it looks like he's behind that doorway. So it looks like that hit. Okay, yeah, he's dazed. Nice. Okay. I'd like to try to get them to move out of that doorway. Why don't you move over here? So you can come up. And see if we can get both of them in the burning hands. Looks like we are. Can't tell. That didn't seem to do much. Okay. Boy, if I bring you up, I don't know. Do we come up and try? Could come up and try to daze. I don't know if we can get close enough. We're close enough for this. We have to move. Let's try it. Okay. I'm nervous about this one now. Went after Lindsay. Well, she's got... Does she have another heal? Or does she only have one? Just had one heal. Well, we can try the days again. Try that on the other one. That's good. Okay. I hate how we're like fighting in this doorway and I can't see what's going on. Alright, let's just do the burning hands again. Nice. Took out one of them. Let's just move you over here a bit. Why is that spell just highlighted like that continually? Okay, and you can come up here. Maybe we just take a crossbow shot. Let's move.
Strike with all your might.
Missed. I guess that one shot we had on the other guy was lucky. Okay, Lindsay, well, it would be great if you could daze him again. Keep him out of the fight. Nice. I'm liking her more and more. So we can take, I think maybe our spells are better than our crossbows with our sorcerers. We try the same thing. Nice. HP drops below 0, they lose consciousness. And then they're dead, I think. I don't this is lower level. Healing spells. To use scrolls, potions, and rods, we need to place them in our belt. Can't use expendable items on the inventory screen. Okay. Well, we're gonna save it here. If it'll let me. I feel like this is a good spot to save, and we will return next time. I really appreciate you watching, and it would be great if you could like this video, and if you want to catch the next one, you can subscribe, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.